Hey guys, there's a little bit of sunshine out there. Hopefully you can see me. Hello, Happy New Year. Let me get over here. Okay, so I just wanted to say really quick, in like less than 4 minutes, have you ever had a situation where you went into a store and you were waited on by someone and it was a wonderful experience? You know, the person was attentive, they were nice to you, and you know, it was pleasant. It was a pleasant experience in the store. But then someone you know went into the same store and they had the same cashier, the same person waited on them, but they came out of the store going, oh my gosh, that person, I don't even think he cared that I existed, and they were kind of dismissive, and they weren't really grumpy to me, but they just, I don't know, they seemed like they could care less about their job. And you're going, oh really? That person waited on me the other day and they smiled, they seemed pretty upbeat, and you know, they weren't overly chatty, but they seemed like they were in a good space, and it was a pleasant experience for me. If you've ever had those things happen, then you probably are living in more of an optimistic world where you're not living in your ego so much and you've done some inner work. If you've had the other experience where you think someone's dismissive and maybe they weren't so great about waiting on you, then there's a couple things. You have some inner work you need to work on, because that's you projecting how you feel inside, or you're living in your ego. One of the things that I want you to start thinking about this year is whether or not you're coming from a place of love or a place of inner kind of brokenness to others, because we're all guilty of it. I do it still. I still do it. I probably will do it to the end of my life, but each day I'm trying to be better. And so I thought I would share that example of how two people can go into this same store, have the same cashier wait on them, but come out with two completely different perspectives on how they were treated and what that experience was for them. So I don't know if I'm alone in this, or if any of you out there have seen this happen too, and if you could share some of your stories with me. I'd love to hear more experiences of this and kind of what you think. You know, when you go into a store and you feel like you were treated less than you should have been treated, how does that make you feel? Where do you think that feeling's coming from? And if you go into the store and you feel like, you know what, you were treated fine and that they did their job well, you know, do you have that experience more than not? Are you like me in that or not? So hopefully this has made you think a little bit about your perceptions and how strongly you hold on to someone's story, because there's always two different versions of an experience between two people, whether it's in relationships, going to the grocery store, or whatnot. So we can't hold on too hard and strong to what we feel like happened or we feel like is happening, because somebody else can get into that same situation and see it completely different. So I invite you to be that like middle ground person and think and hear and listen, and then go out in nature, sit in silence and think about the situation, and let God, source, whatever you call him, talk to you and tell you kind of what you should do next, or how you should feel about that situation. Hopefully I get more organized with my talking this year, and hopefully this did, I don't know, resonate with someone out there. Have a beautiful day. Happy New Year.